and death. And that doesn't actually provide enlightenment, truest levels of freedom, sovereignty, and love and respect for your fellow man. Okay, all those things are required for not the survival of the fittest, because we're not in the jungle, right? We're in the concrete jungle, but some of us are. I'm over here in the swamp. So a lot of swamp puppies out here in Florida that I get to pet. But nevertheless, when we're trying to engage with the different levels of policies and different scams that are going on with the cryptocurrencies and stuff, and different social aspects, it just results in it embitters me, because whenever I think about, oh look, there's this scam going on, or it's just lies and lies and lies. I just want truth. That's all I want. Okay, I want truth and to be left the fuck alone. Okay, at least long enough so that I can then establish myself, so that I can then do the things that I want to do, empower other people, give them wisdom, so that they can actually understand who they are. That's why I asked that woman there, or the young woman there, that big question, because I love questions more than the answers. Because I was trying to draw out of her, because of course of her angst. Who are you really? And look in the fucking mirror. Who are you really? Do you really know who you are? Because if you're just saying your name, that's not necessarily who you are. That's just an aspect of who you are, sure. But I can name myself meta reference point. Yeah, cool. That's a name. But if I click log out of this little application, this little overlay, this little display window here, is that me? No. Is that always going to be me? No. And I could easily right click, change my name. Oh no, I changed my name. Did I just change my entire persona? Did I change my entire identity? Technically, in the online space, yes. But in the grand scheme of things, the wider physical aspects of who you are, no. Okay. That doesn't mean you can't change these things. But it just means that that's why she started jumping to conclusions and thought that I was justifying transgenders, when I was no, I wasn't at all. So that's why when she started jumping to conclusions, I immediately realized oh, she's inferring things wrong because of a bad precept, and not being able to understand where I'm coming from. So then I explained to her where I was coming from, and as soon as she realized it, she's like, I didn't have anything to say to you anymore. And then that's why she tried to talk down to me, and because that doesn't work, that passive aggressive stuff doesn't ever work with someone like me. And more on that later. So it just didn't go through to me, because I'm like a brick wall when it comes to emotions and stuff. So yeah, so getting back to the meat of a conversation here. I really like whenever what IQ was saying with the what was it, LIBOR scam. I had to look into that specific one so that I could see all the ins and outs of that. But as soon as you start talking about the digital fiat, it's basically digital fiat, physical fiat. It's oh great, so it's backed by. There's a physical piece of paper, monopoly money, because I have guns and the threat of violence. So there's some type of backing, physical violence. But if there is just digital currency, then how are you able to back it? Because even if you're trying to say because I have the bigger gun, you just need to say my one is more valuable than your one, because I have a bigger gun. That's literally the level of basically not only gaslighting, but force that they're trying to imply and impose onto people in general. And that's I'm not gonna stand for that. And that's that. And then what you wrote down, globalism is taxation without representation. Decentralization is national deregulation. Those two key points right there is so critical for people to understand. As soon as people start realizing that that globalism is taxation without representation, duh. Yeah, I'm on board. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And then decentralization is national deregulation, deregulation. Sorry, not deregulation. Is I'd have to get a bit more intimately familiar with deregulation of different the different powers from of how these systems commingle together to basically come over just which it's kind of like this, which lubricant is going to go in my ass. That's just basically the different flavors of these different systems, and how much is it going to be the Diddy lube or is it going to be this lube? And it's when it comes to these different systems, they're going to be fucking you in the ass, because all of them are going to be forceful and not very consensual. So yeah, that's obviously something that I'm not going to agree with at all. And very, very, very few, if not everyone in the entire world, doesn't agree with as well. At least on a more philosophical level. There might be some really kinky people out there right now, or people who gaslight themselves because they've been so downtrodden by the different psychological abuses that have been caused by the very powers that are going at and continuously making them think that they are being empowered, when in reality they're just being weakened. And and they these vampires, these energy vampires, just sucking all their energy away. So that's why I really love philosophy and stuff. Hold on, get right back. From a job, and they're like, no. If they only said hell no, it just makes me laugh. It's ridiculous when it comes to the job market right now.
Oh, white collar or blue
collar? Just white collar right now, and then I'm also trying to apply for some blue collar stuff, and blue collar just. I've never heard from any blue collar job, not once.
You'll get
in the past 2 years.
What's the industry what industry? Grocery or warehouse?
Entry level. It's just entry level, yeah.
No, not the level. I'm talking about the industry. Is it grocery, supermarket, warehouse? What type of job you're trying to get?
All of them, yes. All of the above. I just check checkbox all of them, yeah.
Wait, you use Craigslist? You use Craigslist?
Craigslist? What's the?
Yeah, or Indeed.
Fuck is that?
Wait, you never heard of Craigslist?
Yeah, I use Indeed. Yeah, I've heard. Of course, I've heard of Craigslist, but I'm just what the fuck is that? I've never really used it for. I thought that's for place for people who do drug drops and prostitution or something.
Maybe take another look. No,
I'm kidding.
Take another look. There's a gig section, and it's so maybe hey, I need someone to clean out my house, or construction workers needed. You just go on there, say, hey, you need a hand? Yeah, I need a hand. All right, let's do it. Right, right. You get paid. Yeah, paid $300. Do this. Do a job. $300 to do that job.
Fuck, $300 to do a job? Good God, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. So,
holy shit.
Another.
I would love that.
Another thing is Indeed. You gotta look for the blue collar jobs on Indeed too as well. And then I think one thing when blue collar jobs, after you apply, go to the place. You apply.
I have.
And you go.
I have. I have. It's it's okay. How? What do I do wrong? At some point it comes three things, right? Blame yourself at 100% level. Do more of a 50-50, okay, maybe there's someone more qualified, someone's a bit more fit for the role, or nepotism, you can easily do that, right? But it's 50-50 kind of blame, right? Okay, or you could just easily go with more of the third option. I've never done the third option, mind you, but blaming the person, everyone else has the it's their problem, not my problem, obviously. When it comes to more of a 75 to 100% thing. I've never actually done that, but it makes you wonder Test test Leo. What's that?
Yeah. See, you get paid to take tests, right? So essentially, what you want to do is you want to like you just want to like try to fill it out, like fill it out, answer the questions as best as you can, and then if you're accepted, then you get paid like that. You test is another one. Just look for like testing sites where like, hey, I take a test. I mean, they're like 50-50 because what ends up happening is like you fill out a form and there's like, oh, you don't qualify. But a couple $10 or $20 if you could get like $10 or $20 off it. If you kind of. Oh, let's see.
Okay, I mean, like, damn, $20 is like that's money, and obviously better than zero, right? That could be like food or something.
I think there's like a platform where like you tutor if you have a skill, you could tutor people. I forget. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I switched to blue collar jobs. I just like it's been a minute, but yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just fine, man. Like I like
because I think your situation and everyone's situation, you have to know like the like you don't know every type of job there is out there, do you?
Yeah, of course not. No. Yeah.
Right, but that should be easily accessible. Because if you knew every type of job that's out there, right, then you know which industries have a demand. This job I never heard of. Let's see if people need work. Because there's industries out there, like, and I understand IQ, you could just chime in. There's industries out there, and they're looking for work, but they can't find anybody. They like, the only job that's like advertised heavily is software development, or maybe or software development. Every other job that's like, hey, fixing doors for like construction buildings, or like like they're not being advertised. So like, or there's just work. So kind of go to like your legal. Even so, like I have a contact, like they have a legal case going on, and it's like I'm talking to them. It's like, hey, like this doctor or something, they're getting paid millions of dollars by an insurance company to fuck up the case or something like that. So it's like, and it's like, all right, that industry. Hey, what can I do? Right? Can I like deliver like this? But I just wish. I feel like there's a. It's not gonna be helpful, but I do know that I definitely like to tell people like there's a lot of hidden jobs out there. Like there's a whole industry that you gotta learn about. Hey, what these jobs exist. So are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I get that.
Are you on Facebook? I think like
No.
All right, yeah. Okay.
No.
You're the type of person who doesn't use social media.
Well, I keep getting banned. Let's just put it that way.
Right. So what you do is you want to create an account, right? Because all right, so Facebook, you're familiar with Facebook groups, right?
No.
All right, so
I've never been in any
group,
Facebook groups.
All right, yeah. So
other than like one that was for philosophy.
but there's Facebook groups for everything. There's Facebook groups for jobs, gigs, this, that. What you want to do, you want to create an account that doesn't have your information on it. Just create an account, fake name, fake picture. Use AI to generate a fake profile picture. I use it for a dating site, and it actually let me on the dating site with an AI generated picture. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And then just like join groups and say, hey guys, new, I'm looking for blah blah blah. Yeah, and just look up looking for a job, looking for a job, and then every day you're just in there, and then you find a post, you see a post, say, hey, I need a gig. I had another contact that's how you found he has like his own business. That's how he found like one gig. He's like some dude posted in, but. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I wish I could tell you more straightforward ways, but I'm just I have a different set of problems, so I'm not in a job problem, but I have a different set of problems, so I can't. But yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. But like, yeah, I just surprised, like that. That's a more blue collar job.